Hi everybody. I'm gonna uh, devote this playlist for the history of cooking. To understand modern cooking, it's important to understand its origins. And I'm gonna start with a brief historical note about French cook. His name is Marie-Antoine Careme. He's the father of French cuisine, and in fact, he's the first chef who was called chef de cuisine. Chef de cuisine means director or head of the kitchen, and nowadays a lot of chefs like to be called so. Me personally, I like this type of gradation because I like certain romantics around this term, and I like the history uh, about this term and Chef Karem himself. Chef Karem uh, was born in 1784 in poor French family. He was the 16th child in family, and at the year of 9, his father brought him to the main gates of Paris and left him on his own. If that desperate child could see the future at that time, he would be surprised to know that he would become one of the most influential chefs in history, and kings would raise a toast to his health, and he himself would become chef of kings and king of chefs. Um, um, he began his journey as a kitchen boy. He worked for free in exchange of as exchange of as exchange for food and shelter. And at his free time, he liked to walk on the streets of Paris, and he liked to look at the beautiful architecture of the Paris. He was impressionable, sensitive young man, and after, through his hard work and through passion, he was able to become an apprentice of one famous pastry shop. Um, and in 1803, he was able to open his own shop, and he gained his fame for his pieces contest, which is architectural pastry constructions. He even was called Palladio of pastry after Italian Renaissance architect Andrea Palladio. Um, and that's how he got noticed by famous aristocrat, diplomat, and gourmand Charles Maurice de Talleyrand Pellegrin. As a subtle diplomat, Talleyrand used Carême as his cook for his diplomatic events. The food was so delicious and amazingly made that Carême became the most wanted chef in Europe. He cooked for Napoleon Bonaparte, Alexander I, Rothschild family, and many other famous and powerful people at that time. Mm, mm, um, Also, he's known for uh, he was the first chef who started to theorize pairing of food and wine. Um, he began classification of sauces based on four mother sauces, and also he is known for wearing a chef hat, the white tall hat. You all know. So if you didn't know about it, so now you know this. The that had is originally mm, referred to Chef Careme. Mm, at that time, uh, industrialization just began, and people just started to transform from agrarian economy to industrial. And Chef Karem, with his approaches to cooking, with his innovations, definitely represent the spirit of the time. Um, um, Also, I'd like to share interesting piece of information, piece of conversation between him and Tolerant. Um, Once Tolerant criticized Karem's dish, and Karem replied to him that Tolerant doesn't understand about the food. To what Tolerant just laughed and let Karem to do his job. This piece of conversation is important because it opens up the details about the spirit of the time, um, and about characters of Karem and Tolerant himself. Before in history, cooks were even crucified for different reasons, mainly because they made their patrons disappointed because of the food they made. They had heart attacks. It was stressful and even dangerous job sometimes. So uh, that response describing Karem as a brave uh, chef, brave cook, who had a true passion and stand for his dish. He said to say something like that to one of the most powerful people at the time, it must be taken a lot of courage and bravery. And in other hand, it describing Tolerant as a truly tolerant person. And this piece of conversation contributing to the fact that Tolerant is the father of the term tolerance himself. Uh, and I think this piece of conversation is very important, and I hope you found it interesting as well. Um, Carem died in 1833. Uh, Scientists inclined to think that he died because he was exposed to toxic gases from the oven on a regular basis, and mm, he made a lot of innovations and discoveries related to cooking process. And the day before he passed away, his daughter was looking after him, and he made a statement that he said yesterday's halibut was good, but it was not seasoned properly. And he began to tell how to season it properly, but he wasn't able to finish and fell into coma. That's how Karim died. Um, he's definitely one of the most influential chefs in history. Um, mm, he had a true passion and dedication to his job and left amazing heritage to the future cooks. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you like this video. Uh, uh, Thank you so much from Chef Zula with love. I'll see you next time.